morning. Good morning. It is 3:08 a.m. 51 degrees outside. I'm on my way to the gym right now. You know, what I'm gonna say is, it's common sense. What I'm gonna say right now is it's very common sense. But what I've realized is when people ain't got a whole lot of sense, what's common isn't common. It's because that saying, if you knew better, you do better. Well, most people, they don't ever really, and when I say most people, I put myself in there. Most people never look close enough in the mirror to see, their role in the situation. The one thing that I've noticed, from talking with people and hearing about what's going on with them in their lives, is that people will omit any blame or any fault that they should take in a situation that may or may not have went the way that they wanted it to. But it's common sense that if we start to take some credit for the decisions that we're making or not making, then it's safe to say that we could actually bring about a different change in our lives. And as I was sitting there today and I was going through my prayer, I couldn't really help but think, you got to take some responsibility for things that are happening to you. And why people aren't willing to learn from their mistakes. And why people don't care enough about trying to make a change or a difference in their lives. And it's because our not having the ability or not exercising the ability to look at where we are to be blamed in the situation, that we keep repeating the same thing. And I'll tell you what's even odder. That's funny. I'll tell you what really strikes me as odd. I'm 41 years old, but I see people in their 60s making that mistake. And that's odd, because you're like, hold on, I see, how come you don't see? But I'll tell you what's humbling about that whole situation. It's possible that you could be that 70-year-old, 60-year-old person, 50-year-old person who hasn't woke up either. And the crazy thing is, God didn't make me better. I'm just choosing to lean on Him more than lean on my own thoughts or lean on my own beliefs and what I think and how I feel. And feelings are emotion. Feelings and emotions, they're so up and down. So instead of feeling everything, I faith everything. I believe it will work. What form, fashion, or style that work is, I don't. That's yet to be seen. But I believe it will work. I believe it's possible. But it's humbling. It's humbling to think that if I was not as aware as I am now, anybody could still be walking around clueless without an answer, without an idea or a clue of what's next. I just thank God that I'm like, man, thank you. Thank you that it didn't take me getting to, my 50s or 60s, because that's got to be hard to be in your 50s and 60s and 70s still making the same mistakes, still playing the same record that you was playing in your 20s and 30s. But making that change, and being able to come to these realizations that maybe it's me. For me, it had a lot to do with my faith in God, because I knew I had to look inside. And I just, that Michael Jackson song just always resonates with me, The Man in the Mirror. He says, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And we can't change nothing outside of us until we change what's in us. That's a word from God.